Hey kids, it's Mr. Shoemaker. I'm going to review week number 1 with you real quick. And the first thing we're going to talk about and review is the sitting position. We're always going to want to have the left foot elevated so that when the guitar sits on that leg, it's pointed towards the sky a little bit. That way our hand can reach up to the fretboard and our fingers can be used this way. If you're holding the guitar and your wrist is bent, your fingers aren't going to work as well. So make sure that it's always pointing a little bit towards the sky. We're going to review very quickly how to do spider fingers. And remember, spider fingers has 3 fingers lined up, these 3 on any of these frets that match the spacing of your fingers. And what we're going to do is just climb the mountain. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And just keep doing it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, if there's any time that you're not having your fingers aligned with the same string, you can take a little pause between each string, like 1, 2, 3, and then check the alignment. You always want to keep your fingers right behind the metal, though. You never want to start getting them this way. You always want to be in a good habit of leaving your fingers there all the time, even if you're just practicing a movement exercise like this. Once you get to the top of the mountain, we're still going to lead with the first finger. 1, 2, 3. And this one's a little bit harder going downhill because you can't see where your fingers are going as much. So make sure that you go slow enough to make it easy. That's always the secret to practicing, is go slow enough to make it easy, and then it will be easy. The other thing we're going to review real quick before we actually start playing the guitar is the names of the strings. Ed ate dynamite. Goodbye, Ed is the sentence that's going to help us remember. And that's Ed ate dynamite, which is E-A-D. And then goodbye, Ed, G-B-E. And if you want to close your eyes and just touch any string and test yourself, that will be a good little fun game for you to play, just to review the strings in a random order. Make sure you check these things off on your weekly sheet so that you are keeping track of these things that you're doing daily, and you can bring me the sheet at the next week's lesson and I can see how well you've been practicing. The other thing we're going to do here is check the tuning of the high E string. The E string is the only string that's going to be employed with this first week's worth of songs. So if you want to tune the rest of them, use track number 2 on the CD that comes with the book. But for now, all we're going to do is tune the high E string, and it sounds like this. Listen to it real good. Now, Olympic bronze is going to use only this string 17 times in a row. And you can pluck this string with either your thumb, your first finger, your middle finger, whatever's most comfortable. I'm going to use my index finger. A lot of kids find that the thumb is easiest at first, and that's fine too. So what we're going to do is we're going to count 17 times in a row this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then back to 1. And you can practice that with the CD. And what we're going to do now is practice Olympic silver. And Olympic silver uses the 5th fret, and we're going to use the middle finger and the thumb in a pinched way, with the thumb basically in the middle of the guitar neck. If you end up having your thumb too high, you're not allowing your wrist to be down. So make sure that you're using your hand in a way that's just a nice little even pinch. And we're going to play this with the CD 17 times in a row. And it's going to sound like this.
Olympic silver. 1, 2, 3, 4.
need to rewind that back and practice it a few more times, please do that. Make sure that the note is very clear and your finger is very close to the 5th fret. The last tune we're going to review today is Olympic Gold, and remember it does the 5th fret, plays the 5th fret 4 times, and then it plays the open string 4 times, plays the 5th fret 2 times, open string 2 times, and then every other note ending on the 5th fret. So it's going to go 5, 0, 5, 0, 5 at the end. And with the backing track number 6, it's going to sound like this. Mark that one off on your chart too. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Have fun with it. We'll see you next week. Bye.